quick quiz for you. Do you like chocolate? Do you like peanut butter? And do you like oatmeal? Well, if you happen to like all three and also like getting plenty of protein in, then you will want to stay tuned. Hey everybody, Coach Matt here with you, and today I want to share one of my favorite really easy recipes with you for protein cookies. These taste fantastic. They're very low in sugar and they have quite a bit of protein, and it's only 4 ingredients. So instead of me sitting here talking about it all day, let's go do it. All right, this is what you're gonna need. First of all, you want measuring cups, a 1 cup measuring cup, a tablespoon there, measuring spoon, regular spoon or like a mixing spoon or spatula, a mixing bowl, and you want a good sized one because you don't want stuff spilling over the edges. Got our quick oats. I prefer quick oats because they bind a little easier and mix easier than whole, but you can use whole. Got whey protein here. It's 30 grams per scoop of protein, that is. Then we've got almond breeze, coconut, almond milk, and then our peanut butter. You can use whatever type you'd like. These are just brands that I personally like. And these are some optional ones. Some cocoa, don't have to have it, but not a bad option. And then some vanilla, add some flavor without calories, optional as well. All right, so first of all, we're gonna get our oats and we're gonna scoop out 2 cups of quick oats. All right, so that's gonna go first. Just makes things easier to mix if you start with the oats. And like I said, if you want whole oats or if you want a cheaper brand, whatever, that's fine. You know, this is just my own preference. I just feel like the quick oats do bind and mix a little easier. All right, and then next up we have our protein. So this is a brand that I like, but you don't have to use it. You can use your protein if you'd like, but I would say that chocolate flavor is going to be preferable here. And I'm going to do 2.5 scoops of my protein, and there is 50 total grams per scoop. So for those y'all out there, it's going to be you want to be at about 125 grams. That is not protein, but like the total amount of grams per scoop. And I'm going to mix them together here a little bit. Nothing crazy, just mix that up just a bit. And next up, got our peanut butter, and we're going to be doing 6 tablespoons of peanut butter. Now, I personally like this brand, and it's kind of an oilier peanut butter, so it kind of makes this mix a little easier. But you can also use regular, cheaper peanut butter. You'll just want to add more liquid in order to get it to mix properly. That way you don't have any dry ingredients left at the bottom of the bowl when you're mixing it. Alrighty, and next up I'm going to put in some optional stuff here. So we've got our cocoa powder. Not a must, but it's a good way to add a little chocolatiness, a little flavor without the calories, or well, very few calories anyway. I'm going to do 1 tablespoon there, and then we've got our vanilla. So again, just don't have to have this, but I like to throw it in there, and I do 2 capfuls. I actually don't know how much that is, but I fill the cap twice and put that in there to add some nice flavor. All right, and last up here, we've got our almond milk. The recipe calls for 6 ounces. I would say 6 is kind of a minimum amount. So if it ends up being enough to get all the ingredients wet, then that is great. But if you need to add a little more, then that's fine. And sometimes that happens. And then you start stirring it up and stir, get a nice forearm workout in here. And as you get it stirred up and all the ingredients wet, no dry stuff left in there, it's going to look about like this for you, or it should anyway. And you're going to need a cookie sheet, a baking sheet with some wax paper, because the thing is, oatmeal is sticky stuff, and it's kind of a pain to clean pans and cookie sheets with oatmeal. And so I prefer some wax paper, but you can always oil the pan, and if you don't have wax paper or don't like to use it. And with this amount, this batch that I'm making, I like to divide it into 10 cookies, and it comes out to about 13 grams of protein each. And you can see this isn't exactly rocket science or anything. I'm just trying to get them approximately a similar size, but you don't want to over stress this. If you have OCD, this might take a little longer, but yeah, just guessing, and you can kind of eyeball these and see that they're similar size. Now, you can leave them just like that, just the way they are, or you can do this little trick where you spray a little oil on a spoon if you want to flatten them out and make it more like a cookie shape. It saves a little time just to leave them as like a ball, but if you want to flatten them out and make them like a cookie, then the oil on the spoon trick works very well. Because if you don't use the oil, then it's going to stick like crazy and it's going to drive you nuts. And there we have it, folks. Give it a shot. It's very easy.